Welcome to OldTimers Trivia. This is actually a reduced in time version of our regular game. This is the quick edition for those that don't like the long pauses. In the regular game, I put in long pauses so that people have a chance to answer the questions, talk among themselves, and then at the end of each round, we tally the scores, or you tally the scores. But here I'm going to run through the questions more quickly without those pauses. For those of you that are playing alone and are a little bit faster. So here we go. Round one, question one. To Kill a Mockingbird was written by, and I won't be reading the answers for you. And the answer is Harper Lee. Question 2. How many witches were there in the book by L. Frank Baum, The Wizard of Oz? How many witches in the book by L. Frank Baum? And the answer is there were 4. 1 for each direction. Which current company was originally named the Computing-Tabulating Recording Company, CTR? And of course, that's IBM. King Midas was king of which of these? And of course, the answer is Phrygia. What brand was known for getting rid of that ring around the collar? Whisk. Butch Cassidy's given name was Robert Leroy Parker. Where did buffalo wings originate? Buffalo, New York, in the Anchor Bar. Round 2. Olivia Benson on Law and Order SVU is played by Mariska Hargitay. Her mother was Jane Mansfield. Which element begins with the letter K? Krypton. Which of the following actors never portrayed Zorro in film? Douglas Fairbanks was probably the first to portray him. Tyrone Power in The Mark of Zorro, probably the most classic. Anthony Hopkins co-starred with Antonio Banderas in The Mask of Zorro, more recent production. And if you remember the story from that movie, Anthony Hopkins was the original Zorro, who years later trained Antonio Banderas. The tough one is Reed Hadley, who appeared in these serials or chapter plays as Zorro. Errol Flynn, despite his many adventuresome roles, never played the character. What is the name of the off-speed pitch that not only sinks but moves from the pitcher's left side to the right as it approaches the batter? The Screwball. To infinity and beyond is the tagline for which of these gentlemen? For those with children or grandchildren, probably straightforward. Buzz Lightyear. When Cain, after killing Abel, was banished, he subsequently settled in the land of Nod. This is an editorial cartoon portraying which of these gentlemen? Boss Tweed. And these are the other people portrayed in the cartoon. And the cartoon was done by Thomas Nast. Round 3. In Disney's Davy Crockett, Davy's pal Georgie Russell was played by Buddy Ebsen. What was Efrem Zimbalist Sr.'s profession? Here we have him on the right. Actually, he had a number of different jobs. Which movie won Oscars in the 1939 Academy Awards for the following categories? Art direction, film editing, and original musical score. Give you a moment on this one. Yes, The Adventures of Robin Hood. Who was banned from baseball in 1920 after a highly successful 1919 World Series play, including a World Series record with 12 base hits? Who was banned from baseball in 1920? Shoeless Joe Jackson. Though Joe wasn't the only one. Here are his Confederates. Who was given a Special Academy Award for Male Juvenile Actor in 1939? Mr. Andy Hardy himself, Mickey Rooney. Who hosted Queen for a Day on television? Jack Bailey. 7. In Around the World in 80 Days, Phileas Fogg and his newly employed valet attempt to circumnavigate the world in 80 days for a 2,000-pound wager. The valet's name is Passepartout. Bonus question. First names of Abbott and Costello. Bud and Lou. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook as Old Timers Trivia. Your contributions help keep Old Timers Trivia alive. Please go to DonorBox and support Old Timers. Thank you. Plus, you can visit our Old Timers store on eBay. We put up new items regularly, and you can subscribe to our newsletter on eBay. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget we have the following editions: the original edition for team play, the challenge edition for tougher team play, and the quick edition. The quick edition does not have the delays for group discussion, delays for the tallying of points. It's for someone who wants to play more quickly, maybe playing on their own, and so you have your options. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next game.